Hi, I'm Kara Cherniak, and I'm the founder of the Kinder Karate program, which is a program that teaches 3 to 6-year-olds. Having over 20 years experience working with very young children and being a mom myself and seeing 3 to 6-year-olds, about 120 of them on a daily basis, I get questions from parents all the time. How do you do it? What is your secret to being able to connect with these kids very quickly and get the results that you want? Well, I'm here to share that with you today. And what if I could teach you a technique that you could start using today and would increase the connection that you have with your little one and help you build a better relationship? You'd want to know about it, right? So I'm here to tell you that I have a very simple 3-step technique that you'll be able to use and increase that connection. Now, why don't parents do this already? Well, I've come to the conclusion that they either don't know about it, so they just do what they were taught by their parents, or they don't like what they were taught, so they do the exact opposite. But either way, we all know there's no manual. So we're kind of feeling along as we go like blind mice in the dark. So I want to tell you today how to engage the wizard and not the lizard in your child's brain. And what do I mean by that? Your kid's brain is divided into 2 parts. We have a downstairs brain, which I call the lizard brain, or for some of you who have boys, you might call it the Godzilla brain. The part of the brain that's responsible for their protection and survival, and it knows only emotion. There's no thinking in this part of the brain. So like Godzilla, smash, destroy, or it might be the tearful, emotional part of the brain. And that, unfortunately, is the one that most of us parents engage. And sometimes we're engaging it with our lizard brain. So you have lizard to lizard, and we all know nothing is getting solved. So the upstairs part of their brain is called the wizard brain. And that is the part of the brain that's responsible for thinking before you act. And wouldn't you agree that that's exactly what we want our kids to do, is to think first before they throw something or hit their sibling or do something that we don't want them to do? Well, there's a very simple 3-step process that will allow you to override that lizard brain and have them go straight to the wizard brain. Step 1 is this: connect before you redirect. You can't teach a fighting dog to sit. So trying to redirect your child while they're in the middle of an emotional storm, no bueno. So what you're going to do is when they're in the middle of it, you want to get down to their level, make eye contact if you can, touch them if they'll let you, hold them even, and just be there. You don't even have to say anything, but if you do, just say something like, "It's okay, Mom's here." Now, as a parent, you'll know once they calm down, you'll be able to feel it. That's when you move on to step 2. Step 2 is getting them to name what they're feeling. And kids at their age have a very limited emotional vocabulary, so you can play this game with them to get them to expand that vocabulary. And that game is called emotional charades. So you're going to act out some emotions for them, and they're going to name what they think they see. Now, at first, they're not going to have the names for them, so you're going to tell them, well, that was embarrassment, or that was XYZ. Eventually, they'll know those words and they'll be able to name it. And then you're going to flip it. You're going to say, okay, your turn. You're going to act out some things and I'll try to name it. So both ways will expand their vocabulary. And the only thing that kids love more than games is being able to teach you something. So they'll love playing that game with you. The step 2 is getting them to name it. And just by getting them to name it, there's your override switch. Go straight to the upstairs brain and start overriding that lizard brain. And I think that's all what we're shooting for. So after step 2 comes step 3. That's when they're, instead of being reactive, they're receptive. Now you can give your lesson, your redirection, or your moral of the story. I know that this can work in a very quick period of time. Will it work 100% of the time? Of course not. Nothing ever does. But what if it works 50% of the time? What if it works more often than not? I think we can all agree that something that gives you a little bit of less drama in your discipline is a great thing. And here's the best part. By engaging their upper brain more often than not, it creates a stronger path to it. So just like water takes the path of least resistance, your child eventually on their own will start going to that upstairs brain and thinking before they react. And I know that this will make for a better connection with your kids, for a better relationship with them, and them to have a better relationship with you. And as parents, That's what we all want, is that better relationship with our kids. And I know that this will last beyond their young years into their teen years and even adulthood. So thank you for watching this video. I know that you can put it in practice today, and it's going to help you so much. Please stay tuned for my next videos to come, and have a great day.